Alright, so this is going to be my video game library tour. We're specifically just going through all the games in my library. The app I use for this is called Sortit. It's a free app, but you can pay. And honestly, I just need to crack down and pay the money for it. I think it's $6, but it might be like up to 10. But either way, it is super useful. And once you pay for it, you can start like actually editing the stuff you enter in, which is kind of the biggest annoyance with it, is that I can't edit it because I want to put like a star by everything so all my consoles show up at the top. And also, just edit things that other people have entered in already. Since you can find stuff that people have entered in, it makes finding your games a little bit faster. Also, it allows you to use the bar scanner or barcode scanner, which is very helpful. But like I said, this is a video game library tour, so I'm going to go skip through all these consoles and we'll start looking at games. Quite a bit of these are just games I picked up for $1 or even cheaper somewhere sometimes. And I don't actually have an Xbox One, but I got a few games in a trade. Got a lot of these Atelier games, and most of them are really good. Atelier Furious is easily the worst. Although I didn't care too much for Meru either. And there's other Atelier games, but these are the ones that actually have Atelier at the beginning of their title. And I, of course, have Loose Awesome Possum. I love that game as a little kid. I've also got a lot of these Sega Saturn games in Japan. Or from Japan, Japanese Sega Saturn games. So you find a lot of them on there. I think the most I've ever paid for one of those is $5. And I've got a few like Band Hero and Rock Band games like that do the vocals, because we like getting drunk and doing karaoke. I have yet to play Beyblade for the PlayStation or this Japanese Game Boy one. The two that I've played are the Game Boy Advanced ones, and I do really like those. They're kind of like Super Monkey Ball. They're really fun games to play while you're on the go. I have yet to play these two yet. Biohazard 5. It's the actual Japanese version of the game. That's why it's called Biohazard, and not Resident Evil. Let's see, I have a lot of fighting games too. I got this one on the PC for $1. That it sells pretty high on for the PlayStation. $1 phones. I still have yet to play this one. Mostly because I don't play on my Xbox one too often. This is the best single-player shooting game, in my opinion. It's super fun. Too bad Treyarch can't do shit now with Call of Duty. And then Modern Warfare 2, one of the greatest multiplayer games until they got rid of the people who made it, and then just didn't give a fuck about the servers. Yeah, went to garbage. A lot of Atlas games gonna be on my list for sure. Occasionally I do find like little games that I can get for super cheap for my kid. He likes playing games, of course. This was one of my big pickups from Retropalooza. Catherine's a super fun puzzle game. Centipede on PC was given to me. I love playing it, but I do prefer them in the arcade for sure. Gas Wars, not nearly as good as I was hoping. Yet to actually play that one. Picked up for super cheap. And lots of Japanese Game Boy games for sure. I get those for $1 a piece all the time. Crazy Taxi is the first game I bought for my Dreamcast. Crisis Core is the whole reason I even bought the PSP whenever I was younger. Just picked up this one. I love Cyber Troopers Virtual On, but specifically I love playing it in the arcade. I need to get myself a Sega Saturn twin stick so that I can actually play this game. I'm not sure how it is on the Sega Saturn, but the arcade game for sure was super amazing. I make a lot of DDR games. I like playing those. I used to be like super good whenever I was in high school playing DDR. Not as good anymore, but not like garbage or anything. Just not nearly as good as it was. Danganronpa 1, 2. Reloaded. Super disappointing, this game right here. I was really excited whenever this game was coming for the PS4 because I could finally play it, because I didn't have a PS Vita for forever, and I just was super disappointed in it. Dante's Inferno, also fairly disappointing. Haven't touched the Darksiders games yet. I do like the Dead or Alive games, they're a lot of fun to play. My little brother had an Xbox and a GameCube, and we would play since I first got introduced into Dead or Alive. I've yet to play Deers yet, but I haven't played my Japanese PS2 all that often. Mostly what I've touched is the fighting games. Oh, there's Def Jam Rap Star when you get really drunk. Demon Souls. Not very good experiences with this game, mostly just because of the people I was playing with. More Japanese Sega Saturn. I got this game like maybe a month after it first came out because like 3 people I knew had it, and I just wanted a game to play with them because I didn't have many games for my PS4 at the time that this game launched. And yeah, it was garbage. It was a grind fest. Got nearly complete on the Devil May Cry here. I don't know if I want to buy shit Dante there. Excuse me. Devil Survivor Overclocked, super fun. Diablo 3 is fun to play with a lot of people. That's why I got it, was because it's 4-player couch co-op. Digimon Rumble Arena, I got a whole bunch of Digimon games, as you can see. I originally got the Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth in Japanese because I, didn't think it was ever going to get ported, but 2 years later, there's an English port for it. So I definitely had fun playing through it again and catching like the stuff that I, was having trouble translating. All the Digimon games. This one, pretty meh. I mean, I didn't enjoy it all that much, even whenever I was a little kid. World 2 is probably my favorite, even though it's a huge fucking grind fest. It's better with cheats, so you don't have to grind as much. Digimon World 3 is fun, but it's super tough. It's one of those ones that you need to walk through for. And Digimon World 4 is garbage. It's caca. I hadn't really played this one. I turned it on and tested it out just to make sure it was working, but I haven't really got into it. Digimon World Next Order, it was fun for a little bit, but it just kind of got old quick. I hadn't played Dino Crisis yet, I just got this one. Dirge of Cerberus, it was a decent game. Story-wise, it was pretty good, I suppose. Even though I don't think any of it's canon to the Final Fantasy VII universe. Disney Infinity, that was the first game we got for our son. He sadly does not play with it so much, but he does love playing with little toy stuff like it. We got Aladdin Princesses, Cydia, another kid game from a kid. Donkey Kong 64. The first game we had came with the booster pack. Game Against Japan. This was the first game I got for my Sega CD. I paid like $1 for the disc offline to make sure that my Sega CD was working whenever I got it, and then I just bought a new case for it later. Dragon Age, a huge Dragon Age fan. I love the series. And Dragon Age Inquisition was a fucking amazing game. Dragon Ball Z Budokai. Do like the Dragon Ball Z fighting games. Most of them. Anyways, there's a few that are flops. Dragon Quest 1.2. Dragon Slayer Legend of Heroes. I haven't played this one yet. I think I got the patch for it though, so I can play it in English. And Dragon Warrior Monsters these are really fun games. It's almost like Pokemon meets Jade Cocoon. Dragon's Lair. Had to have this one for sure. God Bless the Ring, there guys. That's a fighting game where you can play as like Cloud, Tifa, and Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, so definitely had to get that game. It was cheaper to get the Japanese one. El Hazard, Shade Arms, Eternal Sonata. Wanted to get this one on PS3, but I ended up getting it on 360 because it was 10. Fables. Besides like the new ones, like for the Kinect or whatever. Fallout New Vegas, and I thought I had Fallout 3, maybe I'm wrong on that. Far Cry 4, another one I got in the trades. Fate Fury, Fate, they don't have the box for that anymore. A lot of games I don't have boxes for anymore, unfortunately. Fate Excella, that was an okay game. It's kind of like the secret characters unlock are fucking ridiculous to try and unlock though. And you get a lot of Final Fantasy games. Hadn't played Crystal Chronicles, I just got that one recently. You got the 10-10-2 HD remakes, and then I was super pissed off after I bought them because, you know, 4 months later they came out with it on the PS4. Final Fantasy 11, at least 7 years of my life on that. Maybe not 7 years of my life. I wasted too much of my life on that, for sure. And then 12th Zodiac Age. I played the original one, did not like it. The Zodiac Age is definitely a huge improvement, though. 13, played that and didn't like it. I need to play it again, though, just to try and make it through the story. And 14, I played this with my wife and a few of our friends for a long time. Super fun for a while, until, you know, everyone just wants to do their own fucking thing. Fire Emblem just recently got that. Unfortunately, it does not have a box like it shows in this picture. Friday the 13th. I was super excited whenever this game was coming out. Super disappointed whenever I actually played it. Galgun Double Peace, been streaming that just recently. New York Pokemon Special Edition. Got plenty of Game Shark stuff. Mostly just for like games I've already beat, so I can kind of just enjoy the story again. Gears of War 1 and 2, yet to play these. Again, just don't play on my 360 too much. Too many games in the backlog. Gran Turismo 2, don't have a case for that, unfortunately. A few of the Grand Theft Autos, mostly the older ones. I swear I picked up 4 like 3 different times and tried to beat it and didn't make it through it. But maybe someday I'll try and crack into it again. Gundam Breaker 3, freaking amazing game. Wish I could stream this, but with all Gundam games, you sign a contract saying you will not stream any of it, just so. And Gundam Side Story 079, hadn't played that. Gundam Versus. If you want to know how I feel about this, just watch the Video Game Awards that we do on the channel. Halo 2, Limited Collection Edition, and Halo 1. I really liked Halo 1 whenever it came out on the Xbox. And like the whole LAN support and everything, and 2 I even enjoyed playing. It was whenever 3 came out that like just it was a complete shit spiral down. Plenty of Japanese Game Boy games. Got my Harvest Moon 64. Sadly, not nearly as good as the PlayStation version, just because the N64's hardware is so limited. Harvest Moon DS, I know a lot of people like say that they don't like this one, but I actually really liked it. I think it had a lot of features that were pretty good. And I mean, like, the main problem with this is that it just came out in that DS lifespan when everything had to use the touch screen. So some stuff gets annoying, but it's a good game. Harvest Moon for Game Boy. We got Save the Homeland here in Japanese, and then see down here I have it in English. It's a Wonderful Life. Back to Nature. This is one I've spent like so many years of my life on. Like, probably between Final Fantasy VII and this game, I've acquired more years out of my life than any other game. Except for possibly both Pokemon games, I don't know. For Birdman, that was a lot of fun. We did a stream of that. Heavy Rain, I have yet to play this one. I just recently got it. Super excited. Same with this one. I want to play this game with you guys later. Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a good game. It doesn't keep my interest for very long. It feels repetitive to me. Hyper Devotion Noir, good game for the Vita. Good handheld game. Hyper Dimension Neptune. Like I've got like the first two, and I do need to get the 3 one just to complete the collection. But honestly, if you're not collecting them, I wouldn't say to get them. I would say to go with the Rebirth for the Vita games, and there's also this version for the PC. But Rebirth 3 does not work, and they don't give a shit that it doesn't work. So, unfortunately, I only get 2 games done, I guess. Injustice Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition. I had this game whenever it first launched. I grabbed it early release and everything, and played with some of my friends even. It was pretty good just for a while, but I then eventually sold it just because I wasn't collecting back then. And Martian Manhunter is actually the only character I didn't fucking pay for. Even though Batgirl was extremely broken. Inuyasha. Jade Cocoon's a super good PlayStation game. Jet Moto, just like Hydro Thunder, one of my favorite old school racing games. I don't have Hydro Thunder yet though, because people want stupid prices for that. Just another game I got for my kid, and then my kid really likes the Just Dance games, so we have quite a few of those. Bought them for the Wii because they're super cheap, and it plays on the Wii U anyway. Justice League Task Force. This game is actually broken. Unfortunately, I played it whenever I was a little kid, but I picked it back up to play on my Retron, and it was broken. Unfortunately, I didn't find out till like after the no more returns. Because of Mercenaries that came with my Vita. King Fighters 14, I love the King Fighters game. Fatal Fury games, super good. Kingdom Hearts, I got the 1 and 2, the originals, and I got the 1.5, 2.5 HD remakes, and then of course they released it on the PS4 like a bunch of assholes, like they did with the Final Fantasy X and X-2. Kirby's Adventure, this was like the second game I ever owned on Nintendo. Lawbreakers, I have yet to play this game because my brother gave it to me so that we could play together, because he ended up getting 2 copies from Limited Run Games because they're a bunch of fucking retards there, and we were going to play together, but then his subscription went out and he lost his shop. So Lego Batman, I got this got the Lego games for my son. He really likes Legos. Even though he doesn't actually have any, he likes just Lego movie stuff, so he enjoys these. Leisure Suit Larry, got this for a drinking game. Lollipop Chainsaw, I've yet to play still. Love Hina, I was excited to get this one. Unfortunately, I need a PlayStation Pocket to like really play it, just like some of the other Digimon games that are released on the PlayStation just in Japan. And then Lunar, I love the Lunar series, really good. Mall Tycoon, I definitely love simulation games. It's another one of the Atelier games. I got this because I thought it'd be pretty fun to play with people, because like whenever we have friends over, they enjoy playing the Mario Kart. But like the mini games on this are just so ridiculous and broken. Mass Effect 2, another game I don't have case for. Can't wait to play this one, just picked it up. Mega Legends, it's an excellent PlayStation game. Sad that The Misadventures of Tron Bonne are so expensive. It's another game I really, really want. And then X4. Melty Blood, super good Japanese fighting game. Mighty Number 9 I grabbed for $4 from GameStop. And, like, honestly, I like the gameplay enough, just fine. It's just, whenever you get to the bosses, it seems like you need one of the other bosses' ability to beat that boss. And it just was ridiculous. Wolfenstein Gundam Extreme Versus. I ordered this Japanese game, man. It's brutally hard. Yeah, not lying whenever they say that games in Japan are significantly harder than they are in America. I got a few Gundam games, a few more Gundam games on the Sega Saturn. Got this one for Japanese PS2. Monster Rancher was a pretty good series back in the day. Sad I didn't do better. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I tried playing this and I just kind of got lost just because there was like so many updates and stuff that they did that like jumping into it like that far in I was a little overwhelmed, so definitely gonna get my Monster Hunter fix from Monster Hunter Worlds. Got this one for $1. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Game I actually, I never had this one on PlayStation. I originally had it on PC, but then I found it for $1, so I grabbed that. And Need for Speed Underground is a pretty fun Need for Speed series. I really like those ones. Got plenty of the Neon Genesis Evangelion, I'm a fan. And then NHL games, super big fan of, especially playing with friends. Knights I'm a pretty big fan of. I need to try getting into this one again now that I have the controller. That's not the joystick. And we got this one for like $3 at a Goodwill for my son, and he was super excited to play it, and the game was fucking broken. And I have no clue why the game was broken, because like I can't see a single scratch on the disc. But of course, you know, my son was just devastated about it. I still have yet to play this one, unfortunately. Got Gene. I was a big fan of that manga and anime. Good series. Pachinko, Panzer Dragoon, yeah. Parodius is a lot of fun. I don't know, the Game Boy game is easier than the arcade, so it almost is funner for that reason, but I still kind of prefer just the arcade feel for shooter games like that. The first Persona and Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. Here's another Persona 2 game, but I don't have that one yet. Yet being the keyword here. And of course we got the fighting game, the dancing game, some Fourth of Golden, Persona 5. And this PlayStation stuff. Alpha Sapphire. So whenever I first played this one, I didn't get very far because it just felt way too much like the same exact game as the older games. But recently on Pokemon Go they released the 3rd gen, and it made me, you know, want to play this again. I played it a bit on vacation. Battle Revolution, I really got this one for my kid. Got some ROM hacks, Dark Energy, Dark Rising. I also have a lot of them on the Japanese versions. I want to get like complete in-box set for the Pokemon games. I've played them so much as well. Snakewood. Gotta have Snap, especially if you get N64. Tons of Pokemon games. Alright, Postal 2, Share the Pain. I think this actually came with the Postal movie whenever I bought that. Thought the movie was pretty hilarious. A few things in it. This reboot. Record of Oddress War. Fun game, just goddamn do the battles take forever. This is got lots of the Resident Evil games, as you can see from this. We have a digital version of all the games as well, because it came with the Resident Evil 6 Anthology Pack. Rope Attack, you have to play that one. RPG Maker I used to do a lot of whenever I was little. Definitely less so now. Don't have the patience for it, I guess. Rumble Roses, Run Factor, some film Run Factor at home. Unfortunately, I'll play a lot of them. There's Soccer Wars stuff. Samurai Spirits, Neo Geo, just like the Fatal Theory and Final Fight and games like that. Scooby-Doo, the lead came with my SP. And the SD Gundam stuff. These freaking SD Gundam Generation World games are super fun. I wish they were in English. Kind of a little hard to play in Japanese. Secret of Mana 2. Haven't played this one yet. Hoping it's better than the Olympics tennis, but unlikely. Let's get Festival Versus and Beat Beach Splash. This was a super good game. Shadow the Hedgehog I actually enjoyed playing, I think, whenever I was a kid. Shin Megami Tensei and down here we got Shin Megami Tensei 2 English versions for those games. Got the Devil Children games. I don't have cases actually for either of these. Devil's Fighter 2, Shin Megami Tensei 4, and the additional 4 game Digital Devil Story. It's a freaking amazing series. Nocturne's freaking amazing. All the Persona games are freaking amazing. Pretty much anything that Atlus develops, practically, super good. Silent Scope, got that, hoping to have some fun with that. Sin and Punishment Star Successor was actually decent enough so far. Love Skyrim, bought it way too many freaking times, just like Oblivion. Sonic Adventure, unfortunately this game is broke, so I can't play it. Which is super sad, because it's definitely the games I want for a Dreamcast, and people try to charge way too much for it. Got tons of Sonic games, including the bad ones, just to own them really more than anything. I do like Sonic CD though. And Sonic Forces was decent enough, just, you know, maybe for cheaper. Also, Sonic Generations. This game sucks. I don't care what people say, this game freaking sucks. Sonic Heroes, I remember enjoying that. Although it was around the time that Shadow the Hedgehog came out, so maybe I won't anymore, I don't know. Sonic Mania, it was super awesome. I got the collector's edition of all the goodies. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, got those with my Sega. All the Soul Caliburs, you got everyone for number 2 rather. And I got 4 and 5 collector's edition. It's pretty cool. South Park Fractured but Whole. I have my KOTOR. Freaking awesome game. I have yet to play this one yet. And another game I don't have fucking box for, unfortunately. Cellar Glow's been amazing so far. Trio of Towns is probably one of my favorite 3DS games. Although I always just invest myself along with the story of the season / original Hearthstone games. Street Fighter 4. I didn't buy this whenever it came out because the art looks like fucking garbage. Looks like it went down instead of up. And I actually haven't played this game, I just got it for a dollar. Summon Night, excellent series. The ones you can play in English. Summon Night 6 Lost Borders that just came out. English release in 2017, super good game. Gotta have your Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. Super Mario Land, Super Mario Land 3, Super Mario Sunshine. I actually have not even played this game. I don't know if this one works. It's loose, so need to check to see if it works, and if it does, get a case for it. Yoshi's Island, super fun game, and then I got this because it's basically just Super Mario World, just significantly cheaper. And it works on the Game Boy Advance. It runs on my Retron, so I can play it on the TV, which is fun too. I feel like the controls for this one are slightly off in comparison to the original Super Nintendo version. I could be wrong, but could just be, you know, way too long since I last played it. Super Robot Wars are super amazing games, just like that SD Gundam game I was talking about. Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Vesperia, Tales of Xillia Limited Edition. Ninja Turtle game. I really got this for my kid. Picked this one up for $1. Got this one with the Nintendo, and it didn't work, unfortunately. Just weird. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Love it. Played that ton. Got the Guy game down in Retropalooza. Was excited to add that to my collection. It was, you know, kind of an important piece of gaming history, and sure enough, the game doesn't work. A lot of games from Retropalooza that didn't work, unfortunately. Super disappointed. Invisible Hour, just got that from a VR. Legend of Dragoons is a super good game. Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel are freaking phenomenal games. The first game I felt was significantly better than the second one now. I don't know why. But hopefully we get number 3. I know they just announced 4 coming out in Japan, but there was no word about localization of the third one, so I'm a little sad. Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, Sims. Throne of Darkness is a freaking amazing PC game. Unfortunately, I don't have the big bucks for it anymore. It's loose now. Time Crisis 3 over 2 gun cons. Picked that one up for $50. You can find them pretty cheap nowadays, though. Whenever I was originally looking for this, like the guns alone were $50. It's ridiculous. Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is an amazing game. Tokyo Mirage Sessions, pretty much the reason I got a Wii U. And unfortunately, it isn't as good as you would hope. Like, they just kind of go ridiculous with the puzzles. The actual battle is interesting enough, and I liked that. But just got the Trauma Sims. The only one I ever played was like the DS version on my computer. So Twist Metal Black was fun. I like Twist Metal games. Just recently got this and started the first one. Until Dawn Rush of Blood, freaking amazing PlayStation VR game. If you have PlayStation VR, grab this one. It's a good rail shooter. Vigilantes, another kind of Twist Metal stuff game. That's fun. Viva Pinata. I had a lot more fun with this whenever I was younger. It's hard to kind of get back into it now. Just because you really do just kind of start from nothing and have to play for a long time to get stuff. Just got PSVR cards. Way the Samurais are some pretty fun games. White Knight Chronicles, heard a lot about these games being good. Picked them up myself, didn't care for them. Wipeout's a fun racing game. A few of those. Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap, amazing remake. A few X-Men games. Pretty much all these I just picked up for $1. Xenoblade Chronicles is pretty fun. One of the funnest games I played on the Wii U, actually. Hadn't broken into this one yet, just got it on vacation, can't wait, because I enjoyed Yakuza Kiwami quite a bit. Donut Jack, pretty fun party games. Ys 1 and 2, super excited to try these out. Ys 8, I played through it easy enough, but, I mean, I can't see myself really playing it again. It wasn't that fun. Yu Yu Hakusho, some Yu-Gi-Oh games. There you go. Dragon League Quest for Barbados was the last game on that list. That's all for my game library tour. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about any of the games or so forth, or want to tell me about any of the games that I said I hadn't really cracked into yet, feel free to in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to subscribe. But most importantly, people, don't forget to take care of yourselves.